Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2023, and today here with another round number 1 up in the top right of Canyon of the Dead. I actually don't even think this is in the map pool. I thought it was Canyon Frost. I may be wrong, but we will check between the game number 1 and game number 2. Up in the top right, we have Kin9 with the green GLA Tox. Almost like he chose it. The name, the color, and the army all fitting here today on Canyon of the Dead. Down in the bottom left, we have the purple player with the China tank. So army against him here. He is the purple player. Going for an interesting aggressive war factory over here. Let's see how that works out for him. First supply is placed pretty poorly. It still might work out to be a perfect supply. But the fact that it's just placed without being rotated and it's also like slightly off is kind of weird for your first game in the World Series. You think players would at least place their first building or first supply correctly. But let's see, he still might pull off the win here with the weaker army, so let's not slate him too much just yet. In the base of Kin9, he's got 2 tunnels. I actually like the positioning of those tunnels. Maybe even that one just a little bit further left. Because if any flamers get in there, or a gat or something sneaks past, it can kill your workers. If it was just slightly more left, then it would definitely kill anything that actually came in. Kin9's gone for an aggressive tunnel in the middle. Not too aggressive, but it's just covering the middle. It's dropped off an RPG inside of this building, and now entering the base of Kolchek. I don't really know too much about any of these players. I think Kin9 like an Arabic guy, but I am just honestly guessing. I'm not 100%. And Kolchek, I actually don't know anything about him whatsoever. Kolchek now coming in with his purple dragon tank into the base of Kin9. RPG doing some damage, but it should be flushed out relatively easy. If we're nitpicking, that could have been evac, and you could have sent it here to delay that flamer a little bit. And if we're also nitpicking on purple, this flamer should be moving in and causing damage. You could even argue that it should ignore that to not set off the alarm like unit lost. You should actually just go in, kill the barracks, or even go straight for the arms. Whoa. Okay, so I have missed the flamer. Okay, very bad of me there to miss that, but flamer has got in, just like I said, and it's killed his supply and all of his workers. Flamer now moving in to the Tox tunnel. Does go down, but the technical there also ran into the mines of Kin9. Yeah, kind of disappointed at myself that I missed that, but it's exactly what I just called 2 seconds ago. TNT now comes in for Kin9. Got to be careful because all of those units will kill each other. Sometimes not fully finish off the war factory if you detonate them all together. You need to do it 2 and 2, or even a 2 and a 1, because 2 and a 1 will kill it. Flamer clearing out this, and Kolchek's actually looking pretty good, and I like this. The placement of his base buildings are actually work out perfect to hide the dozer and also get this airfield up. But when he does get that airfield up, he hasn't got any units to put inside of it, apart from unless he evacs that, which would be very strange. Okay, Flamer gets picked off. Scorpions now increasing in numbers slightly. We've got 2, maybe there's 1 inside of the tunnel there as well. Gat is going to be chased away, and second supply is being rebuilt by Kin9. Okay, this is very, very strange from Kolchek. Pretty much, I've only ever seen this twice before. I think I've seen Logica do it once with 2 RPGs when he was against the Nymph. I think I might have seen Fargo do it once before as well. But literally not seen that very many other times. Expensive way of doing it, because them 2 outposts cost $950 each, and it's not even a full helix, so you're not getting the horde bonus there either. 1 quad and 2 RPGs, and that Lix would be a bit weak. Probably scared off. So Kin9 looking to get this oil at the south of the map. Stinger being built. There is 1 quad out, but he's popped it from this left side. Only 3 workers collecting there on the main of Kin9. 2 quads are now out. Helix being chased away for the time being. Flamer moving in now for Kolchek. And the barracks there also getting hit. If he goes straight to that tunnel with the Helix, he might be able to kill it, because I'm not convinced that there's any quads inside of the tunnel. And even if there were... Ooh, here we go. Tox RPGs never miss. Once they fire, they're going to hit the target. Helix gets chased away. Yeah, Helix definitely needs to be sent back and healed. And I would also say, yeah, probably one more tank enter. And I would also say he needs to get over there and expand or grab himself an oil or something. I don't think the tank for this long should be on 2 supplies. But yeah, I do get that that was cleared up. But with the Tox getting these oils and artillery platforms and having a stronger army, I'm going to guess that King Toxic takes this game number 1. Okay, MiG's now out. There's a flamer gone down there as well, but this tunnel is getting pretty weak. Is he going to pop anything? I hope that he repairs this with his worker. He is doing now. I think the tank should spring on that while it's quite weak. But just parking there so the artillery platform can get some free hits probably isn't the right thing to do. But yeah, you want to spring on that while it's quite weak. As the tank, you need to take probably more risks than as the Tox. The Tox is quite happy just to sit and chill with the oil lead. MiG's now coming in again for Kolchek. These are expensive for tank, 1,600 apiece. Does have napalm though, and takes the lead in the XP department. He's choosing not to engage any closer. He doesn't want to fight that artillery platform. We have a battle bus probably being prepared now the way there's so many RPGs out. Just need to get another worker over here to finish this 95% tunnel. Outpost has been found. Nice combination of the MiGs and the licks. Bit unusual for the China tank to be doing that, but it's working so far. He's actually ahead in XP by double. Weird that King Toxic's not finishing this tunnel. Just leaving it because that could be hit by the licks or the MiGs and you're just going to lose the $800. Let's see, watch his cash if it gets an 800 boost. Also weird that Kolchek's not shooting that because King Toxic just got notified. He could cancel it and get his $800 back. He's got basically 1 HP, just needs a 1-tap. So very strange there from both players. Very, very strange. What am I watching? Okay, artillery platform killed. Oil still left in play. He's going to send a Lotus over there, but all that meanwhile, it is gaining $200 every 12 seconds. So you need to get that ASAP. These MiGs are good for clearing up the map. Still 3 workers collecting there, 2 workers collecting there, which is bad. You need like 6 or 7 at this stage in the game. Yeah, China Tank General is looking like more of an Air Force General at this point. Could get 2 M trucks and collecting from there. Don't need more than 2 on your main. And also that's going to mine out soon as well. You better long distance collecting from here. Even if it is the most inefficient thing in the world. Another tunnel there, not cancelled by King Toxic. Where's that Lotus gone? She is being super, super slow. I feel like she went to there and paused. Like she hasn't literally gone straight over there. Otherwise she probably would be there by now. But there is a quad there. A tunnel being rebuilt. So the MiGs or whatever are going to be re-needed. MiGs kill a quad. But a Gamma Bus should also be able to kill the Lixes. Ooh, severe damage done, but the Battle Bus ultimately has gone down. He's going to try and evac. I don't agree with that. Always want to leave 1 RPG, at least 1 RPG, maybe ideally 2 there. Because otherwise that army can now just move in and finish all of them for free. They're all low HP. But if you left them there with 2, then that army might think twice about moving in because you probably lose an outpost or maybe lose a gap. But yeah, poor from both players, honestly. Those gats should have moved in and killed that. Okay, Lotus has got the oil. But the green GLA has just been allowed to just retake this area with tunnels. Another tunnel, 0% this time. MiGs coming in. A bit risky, because if there's a pop from there, could lose both MiGs. He's probably going to lose both MiGs anyway, actually. Okay. Don't really know how these are surviving. That just cost you $3,200 to finish a 0% tunnel that could have been cancelled once the missiles are fired. One market up for King Toxic. You can also do 2 supplies here if you want to collect like loads of cash. You can put a supply there, and you can basically be on an additional supply rather than just placing one. Yes, some of these workers are collecting there, and overall you're saving more money, but it's better to have the money sooner rather than later, I think. So yeah, better to have 2 supplies there, in my view. Same here as well. You could do another China supply over there. Bunker being placed down now by Kolchek. It's actually quite an evenly matched challenge here between these 2 people, isn't it? Both players look quite evenly matched. Maybe, do you even say Kolchek is stronger because of the XP and because he's doing so well as the tank? Maybe so. That's a nice MiG hit because you killed the Scorpions there as well. Legendary. And now he's level 3. Can use artillery or mines. Nice flamer there as well. Killed a quad. Battle bus now here, but it's backed up by an ECM. The tank ECM will lock that down automatically without you even doing anything. Yeah, like that. So the flamer now will die. It's difference in behavior between the China vanilla one, the nuke one, and the infantry one. If I'm not mistaken, it's only the tank one that's aggressive. It might be the China vanilla one as well, but I think it's just the tank one. It's weird how they behave differently. Yeah, in my opinion, the ECMs should have 2 buttons on it. It should have like automatically lock on and be aggressive, or it should have automatically be defensive and passive and don't lock on. For all of the factions, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think you give a little buff to all of the Chinas. If you did that, a tiny little buff. Probably more of a buff, I'd say, for the tank. Okay, tank army moves in. On this tunnel, we've got MiGs coming. He licks everything. He's not messing around. He definitely wants that tunnel out of there. That was a little bit overkill. Did not need to fire their MiGs, because those MiGs could be used to just pick off free things. Every time they were in the air, you always want to be picking off what you can pick off for free. Because air units, you could hit that and probably escape for free. You could hit that and escape for free. You could hit that and escape for free. There's so many targets, usually the air things can hit and just get escape for free and build up your XP. He's firing that artillery late, by the way, because he was level 3 ages ago. Artillery is probably... Let's see if we can draw a line. Oh. Okay, on that. Okay. I thought it would be on that tunnel, but okay. Kill the bunker. Only 2 RPGs inside of it. I mean, okay, he probably doesn't know there's a black market in the back. Course artillery would probably be best on one of those, or even on that supply. Is it really worth it on 2 RPGs inside of a bunker that's just going to get repaired anyway? But King Toxic has stolen a dozer with a Jarman. The only way to steal it as a Tox is with a Jarman. And he instantly builds 3 powers, which I think is overkill, inside of his base. Yeah, only need 2 powers really. Or 1 power, 1 CC. Quad's going to work on this Battlemaster. I think they will kill the Battlemaster. And I think now purple is just becoming too weak because he only has an oil as income at the minute. So you can be as efficient as you want with all these units. Talking about efficient, actually this is not efficient. Yeah, you need to preserve every unit at this point because you've only got the oil income. So it needs to be the most efficient trade you've ever seen. Yeah, Scudstorm now out. Like every battle that happens now, let's say he loses 1 MiG here, loses 1 Gat. Just everything he loses now is not going to be easily replaceable by Kolchek. Like that attack there just cost him 3,200 again. He's lost 2 MiGs again. And now with power, really, King Toxic should not lose it all. He could just mass spam battle buses. doesn't even really need any more markets from this point. Just make sure he's got workers' shoes, which he does. Suppose Kolchek can still collect from here, but that Dozer's building a nice tunnel. Yeah, that oil, I would say it's last of his income, but now he's collecting on here with 3 trucks, so that's kind of okay. He's still got the Helix in play. But can he afford to take a Scud Storm to the face? A Scud Storm between there will probably kill all of those 4 buildings. Okay, a little bit weird. He's capturing the reinforcement pad on the opposite side of the map to the one really close to his base. Probably just been overlooked. It's sometimes an overlooked building. Yeah, the MiGs and the Lixers have actually been mostly decent. I don't want to say all the time, but mostly decent. No pop reaction from King Toxic whatsoever. He doesn't have AP ammo, which, if the enemy's making pretty much pure air units, you want to get AP ammo, because you do one good pop and the game is over. Trust me on that. So far, pretty much no pops in response to the MiGs and the Lixers. Okay, we've got 4 battle buses, and I think that's GG. Even if the MiGs come in now, there's 5 battle buses. Oh my god. Even if the MiGs come in now, the battle buses will fire back, and these will be lost in the same time. Kolchek has been defeated. GG. Well played. Yeah, as a tank, you need to do more sooner. He actually did with that second supply kill, which even I missed, by the way. As you saw. Yeah, 1-0 there for King Toxic. Okay, jumping into the reverse. This, by the way, I just quickly checked, is not in the map pool, so I have no idea where they're playing it. The rules clearly state that Canyon Frost is the maps. That's pretty poor, honestly. I know the maps are very, very similar, and I know it's still fair and balanced, but if we're talking serious money now in the World Series, which is $6,500, I believe that everything should be done to a super professional standard, which is why you'll hear me slating certain things like rules that are not clear, or rules that are contradictory, or whatever else dodgy stuff may be going on. But for players to be playing the wrong map as well, I think that is personally pretty poor. Up in the top right, we've got the purple player with a GLA Tox. This is Kolchek. Down at the bottom left, we have the green player with the China tank. This is King Toxic. So he's going for a different build order. He's going for 2 supplies and double war factory. Yeah, Cannon Frost is basically the same map, but obviously white. And I believe the areas are like... Have they been slightly flattened more? And like, I think that area is like flattened a bit more, and maybe that area... I might be completely wrong. Oh no, the middle area has been completely opened up as well. It's like double the width. So it is a different map, not just a retexture. I also don't really like the fact that we have 2 versions of some of the maps. I think it just occupies your map list unnecessarily. Like, there should be 1 version. Typically, Frost maps are pretty popular, so I would personally stick with the Frost maps, just because the reason it is, I believe, is because your units are easy to see in the snow. Like here, for example, that outpost and that flamer, these trucks, that it camouflages a little bit more. I'm not saying we're blind. We still can still see that unit. But when you can see your units easier, players tend to prefer it more often. And there's certain settings, like I play Counter-Strike as well. There's certain settings in Counter-Strike you can adjust. In your NVIDIA control panel, you can adjust the vibrance of your screen, and it basically enables you to see enemies easier. It's not like a cheat, it's just the graphic setting you can change. Push your vibrance crazy high, which doesn't look realistic, but it helps you see the enemy. And I believe they even make map updates as well in Counter-Strike to enable you to see enemies more clearly, because some spots, like you hide there and a player can't be seen and stuff like that. And I believe that also can be translated over to 0, which is why I think some Arctic maps are popular, and why some of the green maps, like how often do you see a green map that is actually really, really popular? It's quite rare compared to the desert and snow maps, in my opinion. Okay, Palace is going up. Kolchek has 1 oil. Has 2 oils, actually. But King Toxic has 3 supplies. Nice little bunker situation going on here. And he's moving into the base of Kolchek with 2 Battle Masters. There are Marauders out, RPGs out, Flame Wall, killing the RPGs, and the Palace actually might get cancelled here. It's actually a really nice push from King Toxic. Flame Wall could have been slightly better there. There's a Flamer snuck in the back as well. Yeah, I think that's probably too much damage there for Kolchek. He hasn't even made another unit out of the War Factory. When he was losing that position, it didn't make another unit. It was kind of weird. King Toxic is just wrecking the base of Kolchek. That Flamer can go around the back, do a Flame Wall, and your flames will go over the supplies. So you can do damage without being a hit. Apart from when the Scorpion comes around. It's going to go down now. Palace is up, and he does still have 2 oils. But that was some nice damage there from King Toxic. A bit of a linear attack. When I say linear attack, I mean he was doing that attack with those few units, but there's no follow-up. He was floating 6k then. He wasn't collecting units back at his base. And he's had 1 truck there for absolutely ages. In fact, he's nearly mined out that. He's mined out 3k there from 1 truck. Before he's even built a 2nd truck. So it does need 2 trucks there. Airfield now going up for King Toxic, deep in his base. 2nd truck is now made. Bit of a dodgy placement for a black market. That's probably one of your most vulnerable areas. So building it there, that's like a prime location for support powers, like a double artillery later on, or a big tank push here. That's like a vulnerable area. Yes, you want to hold on to it, but it's not like there's loads of stingers and tunnels here. It's not like it's a well-secured area. There's 1 tunnel. A black market would be better there. That said, there was just a Flamer there a second ago. Okay, Helix now out for King Toxic. Oh yeah, and you see what I mean? Exactly what I just said has happened once again. Now, not only is he going to lose that oil because he didn't build defense, but he's also going to lose a market. And did he even purchase workers' shoes before he lost the market? No, and he didn't even sell when he realized he lost the area. So he's just given free XP to that Helix and to the player himself. So the support powers will be growing larger. CC being built by King Toxic. It's got loads of supplies now, 4 in total, but this one's going to mine out, so that's going to be reduced to 3 in a second. Yeah, when you have an oil position like this, it's worth doing Stinger, Tunnel, Stinger, more tunnels, just protect that area, because not only is it a big chunk of map, but you've got valuable stuff there. It's a really important, and it's a forward area as well, where you're keeping the player like annoyed or distracted. The fact that it holds this position, TNTs can come in, requires units here or defenses. He's collecting on 4 workers and 4 workers. Needs to be 5 or 6 really, and same here again. Needs to be a double supply like that. That is better. in this position. So only collects on 3 workers there when he should really have like 14 workers there. Okay, battle bus now coming in for Kolchek. Some of these trucks are in danger. Artillery now coming through for Kin9. He's also moving in with 2 Lixes. Big quad pop there with the Stinger. At least 1 Lix is going to go down here. But all the army might go down in the process. At least does go down. Battle bus killing some trucks. Artillery. There's a lot of damage in this area, but ultimately there's still 2 workers collecting. No gamma upgrade. And that battle bus is empty from Kolchek. So that should just disappear. Yeah, it disappears. He's flaming his own Lotus. Meg's coming in. Stinger goes down, and Lotus is going to capture the artillery platform. Good job. She has a decent amount of HP. Because otherwise that artillery platform might have been able to finish her off. These supplies, though, are getting wrecked. No response from Kin9 about that. But at least he's getting his oil. Kinda makes up for losing some of these supplies. And he could also push here now, maybe clear up that while these tunnels are weak. Okay, Megs have picked off the battle bus. This still needs repairing and he still needs to put workers back, even though he only lost 1. But like I said, he should have like 6 or 7 there minimum, and it should even be a second supply. Market going up, but again, he's building it like right on the edge of where he controls. Just build it deep in the back of the base. And just don't let any flamers get in. Because there is easily scoutable. Like a Lotus goes here. Okay, he knows there's a market there, but if he's deep in the back of the base, chances are you won't see it for a hell of a long time. He should have Anthrax Gamma, that upgrade there on the tunnel, by the way. And he should probably have fortified structure now that the enemy has artillery platform. Okay, Flamer gets picked off there pretty easily from the army and the Stinger. Mostly ECMs here, by the way. I mean, it's good for disabling all of that, but there's not a lot of firepower here. The 2 Battle Masters are actually sitting back at the minute. Mink's just kind of circling, but they need to be coming in and helping out against this army. Okay, nice big strike there from Kin9. Wipes out most of the army. But there's not that much firepower on the ground here for Kin9, who still might lose this. There's a Jarman here as well as a Lotus. Helix coming in, but the Rebel has already got the artillery platform. Lotus is still being annoying for this Jarman, still revealing it. But there is a worker getting a Flamer now for Kolchek. And no Dozer has been stolen yet, but he's got to be careful of his Dozer still. He's made a few tank hackers. Kin9 floating 11k, as you do. I mean, with that 12k, plus that $700, plus that $700, it's the best part of 15k. He should have 15k's worth of ground army and basically be pushing now. Imagine you had 15k's worth of Battle Masters with the autoloader upgrade, ECMs, maybe 1 GAT or something like that. You could push into that and wipe that out.
You push that out without taking many losses, probably, with the backup of the mix. And then basically he's only got that. It's easily winnable there for King Toxic, quite honestly. Artillery coming in for King Toxic. Yeah, I mean, especially with the artillery. You could literally just wipe that out, come in with a few Battle Masters, ECMs, and Dragons. Which he kind of is doing, but it should be 15k's worth. And he should have autoloader upgrade, which I'm guessing he doesn't have. Oh, he does have it, okay. But yeah, there should be loads of Battle Masters here. There's not. MiGs come in, quite a nice strike. Quad's already popped, but they can't retreat now. And these flamers and that flame Inferno, whatever you want to call it, Firestorm, basically wipes out all the quads. And in the end, he's cleared this out, but he is risking it, just pushing in with like a few units when he should have 15k's worth of Battle Masters. You could also get a dozer over here ASAP and start collecting off that. There's like loads of cash there. Best part of 20k. There's a gamma bus. Or is it a gamma bus yet? No, just a regular Tox bus, not a gamma bus just yet. ECMs lock on automatically like I called before. But unless the ECMs are constantly microed around, then they will always lock on. Is there a dozer coming at all? Dozer is coming. It's coming bit of a risky way, but I mean he's coming nonetheless. Tox Rebel ambush. It's going to wipe out a bit of stuff and probably the dozer as well. Yeah, it did wipe out quite a few tanks, but if it was the Anthrax Gamma upgrade, probably would have wiped out even a little bit more. Look at how many units just died there to Tox Rebel ambush. Crazy. 8.8k in the bank for King Toxic. Now choosing to spend that on an internet center. You generally don't want to be doing that against a Tox, because dollar for dollar, every dollar the Tox spends on black markets is money better spent than on hackers. It's going to return more money on a market than it is going to do on a hacker. By the time that pays off for itself, the enemy, it will already be approaching late game, and the Tox will have more advantages than he would have done earlier if you'd have pushed him with a Battlemaster, ECM, and Gat Army. Mine drop directly on top of the CC. Okay. Lotus disables a quad, a little bit unorthodox, but still pretty cute. A black market, okay. I think he meant to press N and he's pressed M by mistake. N is for network tunnel and M is for black market. M for market. So he probably just misclicked on his keyboard. That lick should be able to come in and finish off all of this stuff. Okay, Mick's coming back in. Is he looking for that Jarman? Is he inside of that tower? I think he is. But I think he just died. And even if he didn't die, the tower is dead. I think there's Jarman's body. Okay, Gamma Bus coming in, picks off a dozer. Gonna go down to the mix. Needs to be 4 MiGs though to create a Firestorm and completely wipe it out. There was only 3 MiGs, still left it super low though. Let's kill the barracks. Could probably force fire there and kill the supply as well. But I mean, you could just bring that flamer in and that licks and finish it. Don't want to risk losing more trucks here, but I think he's actually pushing into the base here with a bunch of flamers. He's taking out the first couple of tunnels there, actually. But the palace has taken out 2 battle masters, but now all of these markets are in danger. Here comes the artillery. There was a TNT being prepared by Kolchek. There's a rebel on a bike moving around the back. That is a TNT. And he actually does kill 1 flamer with it. Artillery coming in. Doesn't kill anything apart from a radar truck. This market 100% should be dead. You just had 20 flamers there, man. Okay, he is going to kill it, but only by the skin of his teeth there. Carpet coming in. Helix coming in. Those markets should not completely die. They will rebuild. And that Lix is taking quite a lot of damage. And goes down. Still no gamma upgrade for Kolchek, which is a bit strange. Makes come in. Only 3 again. I don't know why he just doesn't build a 4th. If you built a 4th, that'd be wiped out and you'd be gaining more and more veterancy. I think, yeah, he's coming in. He's coming in separately. Some hackers then need putting inside of the internet center. Rebel ambush ×3. Level 3 ambush used down in the south position. He could now use, yeah, sneak attack and Anthrax bomb. But those 2 support powers, like the sneak attack and the all of this, would have been much more useful inside of the base. Yeah, the MiGs are unresponsive. Should be able to stop that with the MiGs, honestly. MiGs coming in. Might be going for a black market. Might be going for that one. Maybe both of them. Just kind of circling, waiting for the Stinger to get back up, it looks like. Coming in again with 3 MiGs. There's 5 here. EMP used on the base. Disables most of the base. Arms dealer still able to produce, though. Artillery platform not being captured. MiGs coming in, finishing off the tunnel. Yeah, Kolchek living on the edge a bit. His whole base is either on fire or disabled or something. He's still in though, and he's still got some markets, and he has captured an oil back down in the south of the map. Okay, MiG's now coming through for King Toxic. What is he going for? He keeps attacking with 3 MiGs over and over again, but he's got 5 on that one. So that one obviously gets wiped out because that's overkill. But that's underkill, but it still killed it. Okay, maybe he did use 4 on that in the end anyway. Not sure, but Kolchek, either way, keeps taking a beating. Helix clears up all of the rebels. Interesting. He's got loads of scorpions and quads. I mean, if you did 1 sneak attack in his base, if you waited for the MiGs to do one of these strikes that he keeps coming in to do, and then you did a sneak attack right there and caught them all while they're all landing, you could probably win the game just based on that. I'm also confused where the Anthrax bomb is. Maybe I completely missed it, or maybe he hasn't selected it. I'm going to guess he hasn't selected it. Battlemaster should be able to finish that off. Lotus captures this oil. It's unusual for oil on this map the last 23 minutes into the game. Oil gets captured. Loads of worker on a bike now to join the Lotus down here. Okay, level 3 ambush once again wipes out the dozer. Artillery coming in now. And those markets taking immense damage. The CC is actually half HP as well. These workers have got some repairs to do. Probably another mine drop. I think the EMP was only just recently used. Mine drop directly in front of the arms dealer. Will be annoying, but it's more work for the workers to do. They can just clear mines relatively easy. If you wanted to clear it extra fast, you could use the RPGs there as well. Okay, Helix coming in now for Kin9 T0X1C. Makes use on this tunnel that was built with the worker on a bike, but that oil is taking a lot of damage there as well. There's 4 markets now for Kolchek. Helix might go down here. No AP ammo in play. Workers all killed. They were doing the deed, which is clearing the landmines, and then they get carpeted whilst they're clearing the mines. What a life! Okay, quad's now moving out for Kolchek. Yeah, I mean, if you brought a radar van, he could probably, or if he had the scan ability, he could just randomly scan around where the Jarman is, and he could find the Lotus. Just costs $500, of which he's got 3.6k. Sneak attack on this supply. There's still 12.6k there. Mix coming in. It's going to go for that sneak. There's only 3 again, which is strange. So yeah, if that was 4, would have caused a firestorm. Maybe with 3, actually. If one of them's Vet 3, which it is. Like there, Vet 3. I wonder if with 3, actually, and one of them is Vet 3, if you can create Firestorm, you might be able to, actually. Okay, mix coming in for Kin9 T0X1C. 1 goes down. 2 go down. I mean, you're taking out quads, yes, but you're losing more expensive mix. Another MiG falls. Yes, you've done some damage again, but the MiGs are falling. And Kolchek is slowly remaking his markets. He's up to 4 markets now. Interestingly placed supply here from Kolchek. Wow, nice EMP. Disables everything, nicely timed out with the Helix. Helix comes in. Wiping out everything. Almost losing the licks, though, the RPGs. Does lose the licks in the end. Could have targeted that RPG a little bit quicker. But I think to a Vet 2 quad, you're probably going to lose the licks eventually anyway. Very, very scrappy game, this one. And closely matched again. Between Kolchek and Kin9 T0X1C here. He keeps making the mix. First thing those MiGs could do is all 8 of them just strike that. Completely wipe it out. Take away the vision. Again, take away the vision by just hitting that RPG. You could have a GAT around here or another MiG or whatever. But if you're flying over that, you risk losing the MiG. Yeah, like that. Just wipe out that first. And then come in and clear this up second. But if you get rid of this eventually with the MiGs, still, you can just bombard and carpet and artillery and EMP the base. It's just completely about getting rid of that area, basically. But again, this sneak attack from Kolchek, you need to wait for the MiGs to land and do it there. Because, and yeah, you need that scan ability. He just obviously doesn't know about it, I think. Wow, level 3 ambush once again, man. You actually rarely see that. I mean, among the top players, you rarely see that because the bounty money is generally better. I mean, level 3 ambush is still good because you can just place it and wipe out entire armies. It's good.
Generally, I prefer getting like level 2 or level 3 bounty and then maybe level 1 ambush. Possible. Oh, don't tell me that's Anthrax Bomb. Oh my god. How long has he been sitting on that? He's had that for like, what, 10 minutes? He's had it for 10 minutes and not used it. Did I just completely miss it before? Maybe he used it somewhere and I just completely missed it. It could have happened. Maybe I'm being blind. But if it did hit somewhere, it was uneventful and unimpactful. Alright, Mix should come in now, finish that. I have a feeling he's got all 8 on that. He's not messing around with that tunnel. But I believe King Toxic should be able to finish this now. Okay, here comes a carpet bomb. MiGs could come in from this side. 4 on there, 4 on there. That area would be wiped out for free. There is a rebel on a bike. I don't know if he just got the cancel on that. Carpet bomb coming in. Not really killing much though. King Toxic still floating some cash. Sneak attack placed down in the right. The MiGs just need to respawn generally quicker. That could actually be cleared up anyway. But he's going to fly over, shoot that, but he's risking losing MiGs there. If them quads just shot up, could have killed maybe 1 or 2 MiGs there. Yeah, he got the dozer in the end, though, to be fair. Did get the dozer, but how long can he continue? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 markets. Kolchek. Okay, Scorpion's pushing for Kolchek. He keeps making rebels on bikes, which is very, very interesting. All of these flame walls means the rebel on a bike should not be able to get past. He did pick off 2 trucks, though, with these Scorpions. And this is one of the longest games in the World Series we've seen so far, approaching 32 minutes. He's getting 3 tanks from this reinforcement pad. He's actually flame walling his own Battlemaster, which should now be picked up by them quads. Might get some veterans on the quads, though. Yeah, Vet 2 quad. It's a very strong quad. You will take that any day of the week. Rebel ambush again. Even without the Gamma, it's still wrecking armies here. Eventually gets cleared up, but it takes several tank units with it. But these MiGs, man, they need to get in and do some damage now. You could pick off that and that for free. You could pick off that and that for free. Probably kill the Palace for free if he doesn't pop. Even if he pops, you might lose 1 MiG, but you kill the Palace with 8 MiGs. Yeah, MiGs are going back for King Toxic. I don't know why, because they have all of their missiles, apart from this one is only having 1. Carpet bomb coming in. And mine drop. Sneak attack down in the bottom right. Carpet bomb will kill the radar, which is annoying, and the MiGs now finally kill the Palace. That is a good hit. I'll be surprised if that doesn't die. It doesn't die, oh my god. How many MiGs was that?
It was 7, okay. Yeah, Palace looking pretty strong. Maybe the carpet just needed to be a bit more over here. It's super weak. Just needs one more strike of 4 mix to 100% finish that off. Helix now coming in. He is going to commit to the Helix. Sorry, to the Palace. He's going to lose his Helix. But is he going to get the Palace? No, he's not, actually. Palace is going to keep repairing. Oh my god, and there's a flamer up in the top right. This market is in real danger. Yeah, these players, man, they're so evenly matched. Market gets sold. Poor sell, really, because that flamer's going to get stopped. Those Battlemasters might have finished it anyway, though. But the mix coming in, and now that Palace should be dead. Come on. Can't survive another 7 mix. Eventually goes down. Here comes the EMP, disables all of the stuff. Surely now that is GG. Purple currently can't do anything apart from make units from the barracks and move around a couple of workers. Artillery now coming in. Probably there is the best target at the minute. Maybe the arms dealer if you completely want to shut him down. I reckon it's there. Yeah, really good. Yeah, CC's being healed. I think moving there and finishing off that market, probably more important. Waiting for the mix to come again. King Toxic again, floating 8k. You should have both war factories queued over here. What, flamers and Battlemasters just going around all sides, or just collecting the units here and moving in with one big group. The game could be over. He's dragging it out a little bit too long here in my view, King Toxic. TNT is the Battlemaster. Mix coming in again. Going for the arms dealer this time. Mig at the back should be dead. Yeah, I think it fell. Yeah, fell into the darkness. Arms dealer has gone down. Is that going to rebuild? Yes. It is. The Anthrax bomb again from Kolchek should wipe out them flamers. Okay, internet center's fully collected now, mostly on $10. There's a few 8s inside of there, but very soon they should all be collected on 10. Again, this dose is going to get wiped out by the Rebel ambush. I don't think he's been collected on here for very long. Still 8k left there, 36 minutes into the game is very unusual. The fight for this has been bitter since the very beginning. Okay, 8 MiGs circling. That and that. That and that. Anything here, really. Goes for the black market. You're risking losing a MiG, though, because of that. So, yeah, the MiG control a bit questionable at times. You could have hit that with 4 and that with 4 and got out for 3. And then you know the rest. Like once that Stinger's gone, 4 on there, 4 on there. You probably have to come in for one more attack on that. But you can gradually pick it off. You want to take out the things that can kill you first before you go in for the other stuff. Of course, there's certain situations where you'll sacrifice units, like maybe pick off a strategy center or something like that. But in this case, the anti-air should be picked off first, because then the rest is just free pickings then. Okay. Battlemaster going to get dropped off here. Flamer can just do a flame wall. I think that reinforcement pad might get captured. Black Battlemaster is on it. It does get it. But this area is now captured again by Kolchek. And he's collecting on it now. Yeah, I mean, you're picking off units, but you're also giving him free bounty money because he is picking off the mix.
Yeah, more hackers being produced by King Toxic. Worker running away. Rebels after this Battlemaster. Mix coming in once again. Yeah, these flamers don't know what is going on sometimes, but it's just hitting the terrain. I don't know if that was because of the rocks or not. But it was happening over here as well by the buildings. Artillery coming in, Mix coming in. This is a better strike, much better strike now. That's exactly what he should have done about 20 minutes ago. Artillery takes out the arms dealer. Supply going up again for Kolchek. Intense stuff, man. This is... What an evenly matched and close battle here on Canyon of the Dead. Which is the map they shouldn't even be playing on in the first place. I would laugh if the administrator, if the host nickname said it had to be replayed. I mean, he won't. We haven't reached that professional stage of the game yet. You just play whatever map you want. As long as it's remotely the same, you get away with it. Rules are just guidelines. Rules? What rules? It's just the guide. Okay, Flamer and a Battlemaster or something has gone down there. And Rebel capturing the reinforcement pad has stopped. It stopped. Arms dealer being rebuilt. He's still collecting from here. 3,000. I think the thing that's going to end the game is Kolchek running out of cash. So as long as he's collecting on there, the extra 3k, he is still in the game. And this game is still going to continue. Kolchek's never going to finish that, is he? There should be mines here, by the way, around some of this stuff. And maybe like just a Gatling tank just for defense to stop any sneaky workers and stuff. Because this is your pride and joy. This is keeping you in the game. Like, without that, you're out of the game. So there should be some better defense there. At least mines on the internet center. I think big size. If you watch him play when he makes an internet center, he usually really does a real good Sim City on it. It's like right against the map with mines, and it'll be protected by other stuff. Usually in a really hard place to sneak. Finally, the first aggressive sneak attack. Only took 42 minutes from Kolchek. That's a weird sneak, man. It's flashing pink. Mix come in and wipe it out pretty much straight away to... Oh, he's flaming his own thing here, but I don't know if he has a choice. Yeah, he does have a choice, doesn't he? He does have a choice. Because, I mean, he's ahead. He only needs to... he only just needs to stop this few units. And just camp the game out a bit longer, and it's won. Yeah, 4 flamers straight into the mouth of a toxin tunnel. Rebel ambush makes an appearance again, wipes them all out. He's getting bounty money as well, so I suppose that's keeping him in the game too. Vet-free MiG gets picked off. Okay, he's mined out there now, so that is his only income, plus obviously the bounty money. Okay, Anthrax bomb. First aggressive one. And it is on the airfield. It's going to kill an outpost and a dozer. It's going to get him more bounty money. Should see the money appear there. Yeah, and I think as soon as that's dead, I think Kolchek won't be able to live for too long just on the bounty money. Rebel's going to go down. Where's the Lotus as well, by the way? If he's got
he's got that and like 8k in the bank, he could be capturing all this stuff with the Lotus. It's easier than coming in with poor MiG strikes trying to finish him. And the carpet and the EMP, which is not finishing buildings. Only the artillery is really consistently finishing buildings. The MiG strikes often is like 3 MiGs here, or just 4 MiGs on arms dealer, or the Palace didn't get finished off for ages. A Lotus, you can just click and it forces the cell, or you capture it, basically. Toxin Tractor now coming in. It's a free gift from the reinforcement pad there for Kolchek. Artillery now coming in. Surely that is on this position. Sneak attack right in front of the MiGs. Although they have reloaded somewhat. Yeah, you don't want to pop from that now, actually. Yeah, artillery wipes out that. I mean, Kolchek should have no means to continue anymore. Because you're against basically all of those hackers. Which he's made loads more, by the way. Against no income whatsoever there for Kolchek. Oh, wow. It's the first time I might have ever seen that in my entire life. A hacker disabling the reinforcement pad. I don't think I've seen that in my life. Pretty impressive. Yeah, he's going ham on that. He's going crazy. He's not stopping the disable anytime soon, is he? Still going. Still going. And I'm not referring to the replay, which also is still going. That hacker is a bit like this replay. Oh my god, the hacker got killed. The hacker got killed by the rebel. Oh my gosh, King Toxic has now got his MiGs camped. What is wrong with just producing just a few units, man? Like, what? Just a couple of battle masters here and there, and this would not be happening. This is extremely poor. Just one unit has marched across the map and is finishing off your MiGs. Is this going to go to an hour game? This is absolutely insane. Rebel ambush. This is Kolchek's chance, man. The MiGs. Oh, that one still being alive is destroying the MiGs. Every single MiG, and he's getting more and more money for it. This is the most insane game in the World Series. Carpet bomb coming in. But I mean, even if that is the most legendary quad ever, when it dies, the purple player shouldn't be able to continue. But especially with the sneak that's being outranged by the bunker. Quite a crazy range it looks like. But I think it's just because of the hill. It looks weird. Oh, I don't know about that pop, but I suppose he has no choice. Ooh. I mean, once that's dead, I think the Battlemaster can probably 1v1 it. You could also plant a bomb on it now. Of course, he's not going to do, though. He could have planted a bomb and finished his last unit there. Toxin Tractor coming in is probably not going to achieve anything. But the MiGs can click on that. The MiGs can click on that. Just all of it gets deleted. And Kolchek very soon can't continue. Yeah, I mean, what's that going to do? It probably can't even kill a MiG on the airfield, even if it stood there for ages. And Kolchek has been defeated. Wow, the longest game in the World Series I've seen in a hell of a long time. And that was the longest hacker disable on a building I've ever seen as well. Okay, jumping into the next one. We've got the green Gillet Stealth for King Toxic up in the top of Vendetta. Down in the south position, we've got the China tank making an appearance again. This is the purple player. That is Kolchek. Okay, 2 supplies, 2 war factories for Kolchek. King Toxic with a rather standard build. Tunnel's going to be on all 3 main entrances. Double mines there for Kolchek. Outpost the first unit, but it's going to run straight to its death if it continues. Goes inside of the building. Okay, I like that. The fact that he's occupied the building and then run away, I like it. It's kind of weird sending out 2 outposts to the flanks as your first units. Generally, you want Gats and then an outpost second. Because the outpost struggles really to kill a worker unless you can get the perfect crush. But it can get trapped now. It can get killed by RPGs relatively easy. You want Gats really as your first unit, and that's the first. Technical completely wasted there by King Toxic. Yeah, I was saying in previous games, what differentiates the high-level players from the low-level players is what you're able to get done with your first technical. You see pro players, technical will still be alive 10 minutes into the game, super techs and all kinds of stuff. Guaranteed hits everywhere. Minimum 2 free trucks dead and dozers dead, all kinds of stuff, picking off units here and there. But then some of the low-level players, they're just running technicals into mines as their first unit. Don't ever want to risk mines. If there's mines there, just don't risk. If you think there's mines there, just don't even risk it. In fact, even if you don't think there's mines there, just don't even risk it. Sneaky worker here for King Toxic down at the bottom left. Okay, this sneaky tunnel is going to get up, and those trucks are not collecting, by the way. They're going to die now, and they've not even been collecting for the last 30 seconds. Dozer goes down, 2 trucks go down. And that is a big thorn in Kolchek's side. Yeah, that outpost died, and those tank hunters are stranded. Those trucks not collecting, but they might have been getting harassed by that technical. All of this area is eventually cleared up by Kolchek with a nice, beautiful flame wall. Tank hunters are coming in handy after all. Deny a tunnel from being built there by King Toxic. Flamer picked off on the right. He's collecting on 4 workers and 5 workers. Palace being built. Only 2 workers collecting there. 5 workers collecting here. Again, sending outposts as your first unit in towards tunnels is a little bit strange. 4 quads. Pick off the supply in the bottom left. Quads being pretty handy, just basically shredding everything. Needs to basically make battle masters or loads of gats. If you're going to be competing with loads and loads of quads. Get chain guns on the gats and they will wreck the quads. Yeah, Palace almost finished. Those tank hunters definitely need dealing with by King Toxic. You can clearly see
Upgrade complete.
they're there. Just need one quad on guard mode and you can forget about it. Put your quad back in later on. Needs to be careful with the quads. They're going to go pretty low now. And if they all go low, Gats can have some success against them, even in small numbers, you see. Now you could move in and potentially get them up to Vet 2, Vet 3 if those two get picked off as well. That's why you don't want to stand in the fire for very long. I think... Oh, it's going to escape here, just... Important that, because it was a Vet 2. If it pops, it can annihilate them now on full HP. Quad finally going to clear these two RPGs up on the left-hand side. Oh my god. That's very, very bad. Those have not been collecting for ages now. Only just putting them back now. Like, that technical was here ages ago. Like, what, 2 or 3 minutes they've not been collecting on his main supply? Bit of a dodgy flame wall, finishes his own battle mass there, but he's still flaming the tunnel. So as long as the tunnel gets cleared. I'm going to assume there's probably some lag here. He's the host. I don't know who that is. But some of these flame walls, when it's a dodgy flame wall, like facing the wrong way or whatever, sometimes there's a bit of lag involved. I'm going to guess the ping here was at least 20 to 30 latency, I mean. Three workers collected on there, and a dodgy angle supply is a bit weird. 2 workers collecting there, still a bit weird. Battle bus is out now, though. This should be cleared. Battle bus is getting low, but it still wipes out all of that army. Kolchek has his CC, has his prop. The battle busters for King Toxic moving in. Annihilates a Battlemaster, and it's going to probably pick off power here. Just leave it on low HP. Going to run into the mines again. Oh, he only just avoids it. He's going to go and try and finish off that power. Gets himself an outpost there as well. Lotus is going to try to disable the battle bus. She does get the disable. Runs into the mines again. You do not want to risk the mines, man. There's literally no reason to risk the mines. Keep it there. Keep firing at that. Fire at some trucks. Move around the back where you know there's no mines. There can't be mines here because it's only 70% built. But it's going to be a King Toxic victory again, but it's just going to be a bit of a slow and painful one, I think. Yeah, he gets the supply. Thinking Kolchek needs to be finishing that off faster. He shouldn't really have wanted that supply to go down. So even if it means moving that ECM and the Gats to finish off this sooner, because currently them Gats are taking damage anyway, you might as well actually move in and finish off that bus sooner. But he needs to get that supply dropped down ASAP. Probably needs to get chain guns. He is getting the oils though, so if you can secure that area whilst that also having 3 supplies, then that's good. Okay, nice flame wall. Took out 3 quads there. Still only 3 workers collecting here. 5 on the left is good. 3 on his main is bad. And 3 on the left is bad too. So 75% of his supplies are collecting at half capacity. Yeah, artillery coming in. Ooh, wipes out 1 tunnel. There's still 4 left though. It's not the strongest army in the world. Needs more battle masters if you ask me. We're going into MiGs again. Balbus comes in. Looking toxic. Gonna wreck these MiGs probably. Yeah, airfield probably go down as well. Kolchek is floating 12k though. Yeah, he has the oil, so he's able to rebuild all of this, but still damage don't really want to be taken. That battle bus now is getting an extra 400 XP for killing these battle masters. Both players now floating a combined 25k, 15 and 10. I think all of these trucks will go down eventually. Yeah, he's getting bounty money for this as well, if I'm not mistaken. Was he, though? I don't know if he collected scrap or if he was getting bounty money. He didn't need to place that and cancel it, though. That's the thing, because he's got so much cash. Just place down a real CC. Please just make some more workers. There's 3 more there, and probably like 5 more there, because it's a long-distance supply, and somebody is injured as well. Okay, King Toxic stops this attack on the left. He does need to pick off these oil, though, because that's what is keeping Kolchek in this game. Kolchek was just up to 17k float then. King Toxic spending his cash. He's got loads of markets. Should get fortified structure, though. And should even have more cash again, because this worker situation. But yeah, he just needs to put a few quads like there and there, or come in with a TNT. Picking off these oils is very, very important. He is still moving in with an attack, which probably should do pretty well. Probably would be getting AP ammo if I had that much cash. Even though he's dropped down loads of markets and got himself down to 3.9k or whatever. He should still be getting AP ammo, because this attack probably could have won the game by itself if he did, with junk repair as well, especially. That was quite close. In the end, there's only like 2 units left, of which one has 1 HP. So let's say you made a better line, you had AP ammo and junk repair, that army there was easily wreckable for Kolchek. Maybe these will be a struggle, but you should be able to get around the back, wreck all of these. You'll be on level 5 sneak attack. He's got power now as well. But yeah, Anthrax bomb and sneak attack in the back, and the game should be over, honestly. This has been mined out now by Kolchek. Okay, Flame headed to the middle. It will find a tunnel there. I wonder if he'll pop anything to stop it. Still a vicious fight over on the left-hand side, but there's so many markets, power, and a Scud Storm. I think now King Toxic should be able to close out the game. Kolchek still floating 10k. Oil's still in play. Bit of an army here for Kolchek in the middle. But these battle buses surely should be able to clear up the base now. War Factory getting hit. Another Battle Master goes down. There's still no CC from King Toxic, despite being level 5. Is building one now. Should build fast, though, because it's got power. Mine drop from Kolchek. Okay, Kolchek coming in with the counter-attack. He holds on to his main base. He's floating 17k again. That's a beautiful Anthrax bomb. Annihilates the MiGs instant. Both players now floating a combined total of 30,000. Over 30,000 now. But, I mean, the base is so spread thin for Kolchek. Actually, where could that Scud Storm hit where it'd cause immense damage? Probably not many places, actually. King Toxic expanding once again over on the left-hand side. Sneak attack in the base. Artillery coming towards the base. Still no AP ammo and still no junk repair, despite having $16,000. Artillery hits the sneak. Okay. Did you see that? He just built a Scud Storm in his base. As like an insult. Is there beef between these two players? He just placed the Scud Storm scaffold inside of his base. And did it get cancelled? I think it got cancelled and refunded. Okay, Battle Bus goes to the order. There's 3 Scud Storms now up. He's still floating 15k. Battle Bus kind of gets wasted. I mean, a TNT, you could prepare one at light speed. Because the TNT units will produce super, super quick from the barracks. And you could produce a technical in a matter of seconds. Go here, press V on the technical, click on the oil, and it would be deleted. Take out his main income. Kolchek's still collected on 1 supply. It's mined out and everywhere else apart from here. So 750 left. Scud Storm ready to fire. I wonder where he's going to fire it, though.
Launching Scud Storm.
Yeah, okay. I can live with that. Also, just on one of them, if you're not going to TNT it. We'll be pretty okay. Okay, he's got 4 Scud Storms now. Okay, supply getting captured by the Lotus. Mix come through. Airfield living on the edge. I mean, there's 5 Scud Storms out now. Purple has to do something. At least, if anything, it's going to make him spend his cash, hopefully. Finally, some quads killed that. But those 2 same quads could also kill that. But every game, he's not upgrading the quads. Yeah, a bit poor, to say the least. You're building Scud Storms with absolutely no protection at all. You're building tunnels just now. And there's also no rush to save him. He's at risk of losing even another Scud Storm here. Surely now that is game. Oh my god, he's captured the Scud Storm. Alright, it's a boink your sell. Just don't sell. You could stealth that now. Maybe Green won't find it again. Maybe it's an EMP. And a carpet. Kills his own CC though with the carpet. Did he escape with a dozer? Yes, he's got a dozer on the left side. Both players still floating a combined total of 22k. 1 Scud Storm versus 3. There's a TNT there. Could hit the Lotus. Oh, she force fired the ground. Actually, oh, sorry, he. Well, I'm assuming it's a he. He force fired the ground and killed she. Jarman. Well, the base is totally wide open now, so these quads can just finish it. Finally, man. After 22 minutes of floating all this cash, he's got AP ammo and junk repair. Okay, Battle Bus comes through. I mean, if he doesn't do something about that Scud sometime soon, he's going to fire in 140. At this rate, it's probably going to hit. How has he only got 1 Scud remaining? Oh, man. How has he only got 1 Scud? He's going to fire in 3 seconds. Both oils have gone. All the base has gone. But it's just left position now. Okay, it's been sniped. It's been sniped. Yeah, the Scud should hit there and finish the game. Probably that CC will still survive, though. 65% CC. I'm not sure it will be killed. Especially if it's directly between. Might not kill the CC. Yeah, see? The Kolchek has been defeated anyway. GG, well played. Again, I mean, a little bit long-winded. It could have been closed out sooner, but still 3-0 there for Kin9 so I'm sure he is happy. Okay, jump into the next one. We've got Green China Tank down in the south for Kin9 on Vendetta. Up in the top, we've got the purple Jelly Stealth for Kolchek. Okay, 3 supply build from Kin9. Is he going to leave himself enough cash to get the first unit out? He needs 700 for a flamer. He's currently got 400. Now he's got 700. Now clicks it. Could have been maybe 1 or 2 seconds faster. And he also should be truck rushing, but he is. I completely missed it. And the GLA should always be making TNTs as his first units from the barracks. What you can do is send 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. Or you can try and send like 2 over here and try and trap the truck. But you need to ideally cover your supplies because at this rate you're going to lose workers here. That's a bad start. You don't want to be losing workers to the truck. There is some scrap there. Oh, he collected it with a worker there. Of course he did. Okay, he's stolen a dozer off the bat. And is he making anything with it? Look at this supply, man. He's built it way too close and only got 3 workers on it. He is getting an oil, though, and stolen a dozer straight away. Okay, he's going to try to build this tunnel. But he's not building a power in the back of the base, and he's only collecting on 1 worker on this left. So... Okay, prop being built pretty quick by Kin9, yeah? Dozer's been picked off now by the flamer. Risky making flamers. When you know there's hijackers around, making a flamer without an outpost and a gat nearby is very risky business. You're asking for a loss, basically. Technical coming through for Kolchek. That's the last dozer of Kin9, and it is getting killed. I think he's dead. Yeah, he gets it. Outpost might die. Don't ride on the mines. Okay, so Kolchek is in a good position to win here. He's hunted the guy. Any damage now done to these war factories is irreparable now by the green King Toxic. So he probably wants to get mines here, there, and everywhere, and needs to get defensive units everywhere. These quads now moving in, though. And try and take out this flamer. And King Toxic just quits. I think, you know, he quit a little bit too soon now. I still think that was winnable. Even though it didn't look amazingly good, a top player there could have still won that from that situation. But either way, it goes 3-1 now. Still to King Toxic, but Kolchek gets him on the scoreboard. Okay, jumping into the next one. We're on Imminent Victory by Jandy. Up in the top of this map, we have the green King Toxic himself for the USA Air Force. Down in the south spot, we have the purple player with the GLA Stealth. This is Kolchek. Okay, tunnel going up for Kolchek over on the left. Tunnel over here protecting this supply. Tunnel in front of the arms dealer. Cancels this left one. A little bit of indecision there. And tunnel going up in the center. First technical is out pretty quick. I like that. Let's see if it hastily gets out across the map. I don't like just bringing one RPG. And I don't like the fact that he's turning around and delaying it. Because he rushed that out super quick, which is good. Every second matters. It could be the difference between... yeah, being able to pick up the first V or getting a hit on the dozers or the power. Stealth has to... Whoa, what are you doing? He places in the barracks. Clearly a mistake. I think he meant to place a tunnel there. Tech RPG does finish off the dozer. I think... Is there one TNT inside of there still? He's looking for that other dozer, but it's pretty common for players nowadays to box this. Oh, it's a hijacker. It's here. It was a hijacker, of course. He's going for this dozer, but he can't get into the box. So if that dozer just stays there, it is under no risk. What you can do as well, if you're really scared of a dozer hunt or a dozer capture, get both dozers and put them in there. You just click your dozer in and it just goes in. It's nothing difficult. Even if it looks unenterable, you can still just click it and go. Okay, second arms dealer for Kolchek going up. AV's now pushing in. That one is spending a little bit too close. So he's too much time too close to the front line and takes heavy damage and goes down. But he's still moving in though, quite fully loaded. And the quads are all wiped out. Meanwhile, more V's being prepared, but a little bit away from the missile defenders. It's a bit strange. Let's have the TOW upgrade. There's still a lot of technicals. They should technically be able to wipe this out still. There's still a lot. King Toxic is moving away. Technicals continue to chase. And the V goes down. Another V here I think will go down. A TNT is brought in and wipes out 3 Vs. And probably going to be all of these missile defenders taken out as well. That is extremely painful. Like, King Toxic should have been able to win the game right there and then, but he's just gone and lost absolutely everything. Super Tech now coming in. Force fire to ground. What is he doing? Yeah, force fire to ground. He can win here with some decent micro on these technicals. Still can close this down. It's actually impressive how those two are still alive. But I think he's got himself a win here. Just trying to finish off that barracks so that the hijacker can come in, but the V's are here now that hijacker has been revealed. Ooh, he hasn't finished it though. Yeah, now that Dozer's dead. Oh, oh my god. Oh, what have I just seen? Like, he was literally just clicking it. Like, didn't you see the Dozer trying to move and this scaffold being placed down? You should have moved it out of the way for a second, then moved back in for the killer blow and capture the Dozer. Then he would have had Air Force and Stealth. 3 workers on the main. 4 workers on the second. Needs to be doubled. He's got 7 workers collecting in total. He needs like 14. Tentacles coming in. It is a combat Chinook though. Picks up the Dozer. Okay, combat Chinook has been spotted, so he should make quads now. Tentacle comes in, he's going to get the Dozer. Yeah, he gets it. And he might get the barracks there as well. Does get the barracks. So empty Vs is the only thing now that King Toxic can make. Does have a full combat Chinook though, and V's already on the ground. A lot of technicals, plus a few quads in the main base of Kolchek. Technical coming through for him into the main army of King Toxic. He's going for a TNT, but it does not hit sadly for him. Combat Chinook now coming through. This V's roaming out on the map. Another technical coming in though. I think that's a TNT. And he gets a ton of V's. Or was it a ton? Just only 2 V's. War Factory heavily damaged. Missile defenders loaded up once again inside of the combat Chinook. Again, you can tell with the intensity that the players are playing at. And again, they seem quite evenly matched. Technical coming through once again. King Toxic left a bit of a gap in his base. TNT comes through. Bit disappointing that still was able to get through, considering he had loads of V's sitting around. Combat Chinook moves in, as well as a load of V's. V's go way too close to this tunnel. One of them dies. Loads of quads out. King Toxic is losing this combat Chinook. It can't be repaired. Can make more though. Probably shouldn't have lost that much HP. Still only 2 workers collected on his main. Toxic loses 1 more V. Every missile defender inside of here that he loses cannot be replaced. Another V there for King Toxic. Gets taken out. Another TNT attempt on these Vs, but does not work out. This combat Chinook, have to imagine, is going to get picked off. Surely there are quads inside of here, but I'm not sure. Quad being made from the arms dealer. Bunch of technicals coming in. Yeah, you can still tell with the intensity this is being played at. Like, yeah, okay, it might not be the highest level and stuff like that, but it's still super interesting. The fact that he's hunted with no possibility to make any more Vs. This combat Chinook is living on the edge, and you can tell this guy is fighting for survival. He's wiping out all of the Vs. And even if he suicides them all here, which he is going to do, as long as he's picking off all of these, they can't be replaced. So that combat Chinook, yeah, it's dead now. So he can't win now. He can't win King Toxic with just 2 Vs. So well played there to Kolchek. Very, very scrappy fight, but he gets himself up to 3-2. Okay, jumping into the reverse. Down in the south, we have the green GLA Stealth for King Toxic. Up in the north, we have the purple player with the USA Air Force. This is Kolchek. Okay, War Factory Barracks for Kolchek. No box on his dozers, and he's also not made a 4th Chinook. I personally think that's a bit weird. Don't think there's any reason why you'd make 3 Chinooks as the Air Force, unless you're trying to rush out very full Vs very quick. But I think standard build is just to get... just to get on 4 Chinooks and just pump out the Vs quickly anyway. I mean, it doesn't slow you down that much. Ooh, okay. Combat Chinook straight off the bat from Kolchek, but it's not a rushed out one like a low economy one. Oh, that's what he's done then. That's... okay, that's why he did it. Okay, that's kind of cute, actually. It's not a full Combat Chinook, though, is it? I mean, well, that's going to force him to make quads. But if you went straight quads anyway, though, your combat Chinook would be a bit of a failure. Maybe you'd even die straight away. Might practice with that a bit, see if that is actually a viable strat. But yeah, I tend to think if you're playing against like a big size that's GLA stuff, he tends to make quads straight away. So your combat Chinook, if you're lucky, might kill 1 technical. But apart from that, oh, I don't know. Like, even here, it's probably going to go down pretty much for free. Like, what did it kill, really? Technical there, maybe. Okay, V's for Kolchek, pushing back some tunnels on the left-hand side. Quad coming in. Being toxic. He's going for a V, but I don't think he's going to get it. More quads are coming in as well. Might get 1V eventually. Nice micro from Kolchek, but that one sadly for him still gets picked off anyway. Sneaky worker there for King Toxic in the base. Might be important later on. There's a TNT here, but he gets stopped by a Kolchek. V's a little bit trapped here for Kolchek. One of them actually inside the supply center for a second. King Toxic is managing to track these down. The micro from Kolchek needed to be a bit better. It needed to continue running away. Another V falls. Yeah, kind of bad there. But I think Kolchek for a second might have been paying attention to that worker in his base. Meanwhile, King Toxic grabbing himself an oil. He's got another supply in the middle and another oil.
Search and destroy.
Okay, search and destroy deployed. King Toxic now pushing in with loads of quads. On the left hand side, there's a bunch of V's moving in to try to clear this up. With some correct micro, you should be able to clear that up. Carpet bomb from the Air Force clears up the quads inside of the base. The V's now moving in to clear these tunnels over on the left hand side. Refinery in play, third supply still in play, but he needs more workers on that supply, and these V's, oh my gosh, all go down. Yeah, needs 3 more workers there. Maybe 1 more worker there, 2 more workers there. Yeah, but a lot of V's for Kolchek here have gone down. Those Sanooks need putting back ASAP. Big quad pop here from King Toxic once again. Most of the V's escaped, but one of them did go down. Quads will now go and try and heal. King Toxic trying to shoot the tank traps. It's kind of cool, but I think he's got other stuff to be doing that's more useful out on the map. Like spending that 5k, for example. Putting a worker over here, for example, building another tunnel. Over on the left side, more tunnels. More tunnels in the middle in general. More workers. Big quad pop, and another Chinook has fallen for Kolchek. Okay, a big load of quads coming in from the right side for Kolchek to deal with. All the Chinooks are falling, and there's loads more quads in the base. Power plant taken out. Probably the barracks will be next. I think the strat should also be next. These continue to get eaten up by the quads. Now focus on the strat. Still a dozer alive. But the V's often getting too close to the quads and are slowly falling in their numbers. Meanwhile, King Toxic just has basically the entire map market going up. Yeah, okay, he's losing his squads. But that Vet 3 one there might be able to finish this with some correct micro. No, he was too busy targeting the Ranger for a sec. Next wave, and Kolchek has been defeated. GG. Well played. 4-2 now for King Toxic. Okay, jumping into the next one. King Toxic now only needs one more to win. Kolchek needs to win every single game. From this point, the next 3 in a row. We have the green China infantry up in the top with the name King Toxic. Down in the south with the purple player with the USA Vanilla. This is Kolchek. Okay, Kolchek looking like he's going to go for a low economy build. Is he going to go for 2 full Vs and an ambulance, or is he going to go for 1 full V and then into an oil cap, something like that? Well, he can't place down another supply now, otherwise this build is screwed. He's just queued up another Chinook. I think he's kind of making this up as he goes. Typically, I don't find that a 3MD drop on the infantry works that well, but I think he's trying to stop this Helix. So if he gets there, which he probably will actually, and stops that Helix, and that's good. But what he should be doing as the infantry is protecting that dozer. All of your units need to be next to the dozer. So this is kind of bad by King Toxic. He does finish the airfield though, which is very bad news for Kolchek, because he needs that gone. Yeah, he's only just reacted now, just pulling the minigun. Like, all the tank hunters need to be going over there as well. Yeah, he could get hunted, but I still think the Helix is going to finish the game. Truck could probably move through there and get the crush. Maybe it's too blocked. These MDs should at least be laser locking that. Yeah, he is pretty instantly, actually. Might be able to get the laser lock on the next one if you do it instant. King Toxic not moving it anyway. The Helix and the Chinook were inside of each other for a second there. Did it do some splash damage to itself? Looks like it. Both trucks went down. Airfield's going to go down. And actually, King Toxic is in real danger. It's going to be a complete base trade. Who can wipe out the base sooner? Kolchek, though, has a dozer still, so if it comes to it, just place a few scaffolds up in the top of the base. And kill this base as fast as possible. You're sitting here with a V. You're not selling these buildings. You're going to lose these Chinooks for free. You need to sell that at least to get $1,000 so you can place a few more scaffolds. Oh, the MD's got crushed. This V's just still sitting here chilling. Ooh. Oh my god. The Helix just killed itself on the Chinook. Interesting times. What a crazy game. So, Kolchek needs to break the infantry blob. I don't think he can do that. I think there's too many infantry. At the bare minimum, he should have been using them 2Vs to 1 camp that and 2 camp that. Or sit 1 in the middle to camp both and then do the damage with the other. Or just do something. That V was too AFK. Power drop down on the left. He is still collecting on the main. What like an interesting set. There's so many games here that like one was like nearly an hour long. The Canyon of the Dead one. Yeah, that was the hour long one. Vendetta one was interesting and like just weird, interesting situations. Even the Imminent Victory one was like a kind of interesting and weird situation, wasn't it? With no war factory, no production whatsoever. A kind of edgy seat kind of thing. And yeah, technically, Kolchek can still live because he's still collecting. Personally, do wonder if fire bases would be better than that barracks. It could probably make like 5 rangers now and kill that minigunner. But I just wonder if you bunker that in with loads of fire bases, you might be able to just camp this out completely. And then with the help of the Vs. Yeah, he needs to spend all of his money on rangers now, at the bare minimum now. There's no choice for fire bases now, because this is already too close. I mean, you need to just spam G on that. Get that and just spam 100 Gs. He's going to lose a Chinook here for free. It's a bit painful to watch sometimes, honestly. Probably was winnable. At least he sold that, I suppose. But he could lose the Chinook here. He's just going to fly over the infantry. I mean, if green doesn't click on it, it's a mistake. V gets deleted there. These rangers just need to gang up on that minigunner. And then they might be able to clear up all of this. Chinook gets killed. Kolchek now has no way to continue. Barracks, sell that. Yeah, he can actually. He needs to sell the power though to get the capture upgrade. But meanwhile, the next wave of infantry is already on the way. He's collecting 2 trucks and an oil. I think by the time Kolchek grabs that, I think it might already be over. He might be able to grab that though and make a line of fire bases. Yeah, at least he knows how to sell that. Needs to get the capture upgrade straight away. You see, he's just wasted valuable seconds. What could be a winnable game at multiple opportunities, just wasted valuable seconds that's throwing it more and more. But I think he's dead now. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the set. That, I'll just click on that and it's GG. Yeah, Kolchek has been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played. One of the longer sets, but they're well played to King Toxic. I think he's played in the World Series before, but I can't remember what round he got through to. Then if he got past round 1, he might have. He might have got through to round 3. I honestly can't remember. If that's his first time to round 2, then congrats. But if not, wishing the best anyway, because that was a pretty close and interesting set. GG, well played to both players, and I'll see you in the next one.